culture can kill a romantic relationship. That's the topic I want to unpack. I want to welcome you, those who follows me, those who subscribe. Please continue to subscribe on my YouTube channel and click the notifications so that whenever I upload a nice video or a video, you will be the first person to watch it and you'll be the first person to share it. Today, we are talking culture can kill a romantic relationship. Yes, of course, culture can kill a romantic relationship. I want to rewind back when you look those years, how our parents lived. Our parents lived where women were not counted, where women were part of an object of a household. A man was the only person that was counted as a human being. Children were not counted. And this is where inequality started to happen, because the definition of saying man is the head of the house, the man is the provider. That's where it started. The man goes and hunt, killing animals, brings home, a woman prepare food, then take the children straight to their father, and the father eats. It becomes a routine, just like that. And if we still rely on that culture, I'm telling you, we will not be where we are. The difference in equality is going to be very big. But because of the transformations, people started to understand, to say why women are also important, why women, they are part of our life. And if you go back, you read in the Bible, it said when God created a woman, God created a woman as a helper. So somebody helps you is somebody that is given all the degrees of knowledge to know how to help you. So she knows how to help you in cooking. She knows how to help you in preparing the bed. She knows how to help you in any other term. So she's the helper of you. Now, when you say she's a helper, it means you are doing something that she's giving a hand to help you to finish that what you're doing. Are we together? So now, if you look at a current relationship, why it's failing is because most of us are still dragged to that culture of men should be the one providing, men should be the one to make decision, men should be the one doing whatever. Everything is men. So small things, that's where women comes in. Let me give you, for example, let's say you guys are having a very nice romantic relationship. You are two of you, the woman works, the man works, and sometimes maybe Wednesday, this man is so romantic, prepare food for the wife or for the girlfriend, and things is moving. You guys, you are happily. I'll tell you, one day if your mother will come or your father will come and visit you, and your wife, she's watching a soapy while you are in the kitchen and cooking, I know your father is not going to be happy. Your father is going to call you names, and then even your wife or your girlfriend, she's going to receive a lot of name calling. You have witched our son. You have turned our son to be a woman. This woman, when I went there, I found her watching TV. But my son, she was the one washing dishes. She was even the one washing nappies. This woman, she was just sitting there. You get it? All those names that will come from your parents is to tarnish your relationship. And you'll be even called to order. My son, you are a man. You cannot do those things. Those things are for women. At the end of the day, the things that you build together to be a romantic relationship, it becomes a sour relationship because of the family involvement. Yes, it is, because it will become sour because of family. They don't want you to continue doing that because that is not part of the culture. If you speak, they will tell you, my son, that's not how I was raised. So your father is trying to compare when he was raised by somebody who was born in 1910 and with you that was born in 1980. 83. So he wants to compare you like that, which is a very, 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 very far things to compare with. So that's why I'm speaking to you to say that even though we embrace the culture, there's something that we need to let go in the culture. There's something that we need to let go. Things that are becoming toxic in our relationship, we should let it go. We should not keep it. There's something in culture that we need to keep. There's something in the culture that we need to change. So if something that is so toxic, we can let it go. It should go. If something in the culture that we feel like this is important but we can change a bit, then we can change. You get it? So because you cannot just have a relationship that is having sour, which is already controlled by your parents. You have no way to control your own relationship. Your parents are guiding you what to do in your relationship. They even tell you, hey, this woman, she has been with you for 3 years and she doesn't have a kid. What are you doing? You get it? And it forces you to produce a kid. But are you ready? That's the first question that you need to ask yourself. Are you ready? And the moment you tell your parent, Dad, Mom, I'm not ready, they tell you you're a coward. So what does it mean? It means we are living into a world that is having full of pressure. We are pressurized by our parents. At the end of the day, the relationship that we want to build to become a romantic relationship, it becomes sour. Why? It's because we are listening to our parents. Everyone listen to the parents. At the end of the day, what will happen if I, the man, am listening to my parent? And what will happen to the woman if she's also listening to her parent? At the end of the day, there is no communication. There's nothing that we're going to do. Our relationship is going to be driven by family. At the end of the day, we were like this. My family is pulling away. Her family is pulling away. At the end of the day, there's nothing in between that is pulling us together, and we are going to separate. So, if you look in this world, especially in Namibia, there is a lot of divorces cases. And have you taken time why there's a lot of divorces cases? Maybe you don't know. One of the contributing factor is family. Because some of you, the moment you just get married today, they'll only give you 3 months. You need to be pregnant. And if you are not pregnant, your husband is not going to sleep. Even you as a woman, you are not going to sleep. What are you doing? That's the question that they will ask you until you fall pregnant. And look at this funny part. After you give birth and then you take this child to them, they'll tell you, you must take care of your child. But I was not ready. You were the one forcing me to have a child. So culture should be changed. Some of things in the culture should be changed. Some of the things in the culture, we are happy the way it is, and some of the things in the culture should be stopped. We cannot embrace a toxic culture, a culture that is forcing a lot of people to die, a culture that is making a lot of people to commit suicide. That culture should come to an end. And it's very important that we need to advocate for this, and we need to start to talk openly. We need to start to talk this thing openly. When you two are in a relationship, your family should back behind and just give you support on things that you are deciding. They should not decide for you. You need to decide for yourself. It's very important that we keep culture, but we need to study our culture and make sure that the toxic things that are in our culture are uprooted out. I want you to subscribe to this video, like it and share it. Click the notification because it's carrying some wisdom that's going to help you in the future. Thank you very much for watching.